Hello, I'm Steve Larson, the Public Policy Director of the ARC Minnesota, and along with me today is Kurt Rutzen, our Public Policy Advocate at the Capitol. Today we're going to be talking about our employment services legislation. And Kurt, I know you have some questions for me about it.
Yes, I do. Can you please talk a little about the need to increase the number of people with disabilities in competitive jobs?
Well, thanks, Kurt, for that question. As you know, Minnesota is ranked 35th out of all 50 states as far as the employment rate for persons with disabilities into integrated employment opportunities. And this was highlighted once again in the latest Office of the Legislative Auditor's waiver report that was just released yesterday, that stated that not only were we 35th, but we only had 13% of our individuals with disabilities that were employed in integrated settings. And so to try to address this particular issue, we've put together some legislation this year that's authored by Senator Hoffman and Representative Albright.
Thank you for the answer, Steve. What legislation is being proposed to address this?
Well, the legislation authored by Senator Hoffman and Representative Albright, Senate File 1055 and House File 1239, is called our Employment Services Legislation. And what it does is it develops 3 new services that people with disabilities can access if they're on the waiver program. The first service is employment exploration services, where people look into the possibility of jobs and maybe even try out a few different jobs. The second service is employment development services. So once the person has explored jobs, done their person-centered plan, figured out what kind of job they want, then this service will pay for developing that particular type of job. And then the third service is employment support services. And so that is once an individual with a disability gets a job, then this would provide the ongoing support that they might need. We're really excited about this legislation because, one, it'll benefit the individuals with disabilities that are either currently looking for a job, graduating from high school, or in trying to get them into their integrated employment opportunity. So it's pretty clear exactly what this will pay for, more so than the current system is. And then secondly, for providers, it also provides clarity as to what they're going to get paid for and the service rates and that type of thing. And so we think this would be of great benefit to thousands of Minnesotans with disabilities that are looking to get a regular job.
Okay. And what action can a disability advocate take?
Well, the most important thing that people can do is share their story. So if you're an individual looking for a job, you can go to our website at the ARC Minnesota, just Google the ARC Minnesota, go to the public policy page, click on telling your story, and we have an app there that'll help you tell your personal story. So if you're an individual, such as yourself perhaps, Kurt, that is looking for a job, you can share that story and say at the bottom that you support this particular legislation. We want those stories shared with your legislator. You can also come to the Capitol, and hopefully you'll be coming to our day at the Capitol on February 28th and meet with your legislator and share that story. Or you can call or email them. The more that legislators hear from their constituents, from you, the better off we're going to be and the easier it will be to pass this legislation.
Great. Could you once more tell me that website, Steve?
To get to the ARC Minnesota website, just go to Google or whatever search engine you use and just type in the ARC Minnesota and it'll take you to that website.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.